And we're back to Nightly Special here on WCRD 91.3 FM. Nightly Special is where you can form a community, jumpstart a better community, and as always, make your 1% count. I'm your host, Hunter Knight, and I got Goats of Sweden here in the studio. Go ahead and say hello, guys.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, you guys want to introduce yourselves here for the folks who don't know ya?
Yeah, I'm Aidan Sturgeon. I play guitar and I sing.
I'm Caleb Davis. I play guitar and drums and backup sing.
He does it all.
Alright, well, for you guys that do not know this, we are making history here tonight for a couple of reasons. First off, this is the first time we have a half drum kit in the studio. It's going to be pretty impressive. Second is these guys are the youngest guest I've had. They are sophomores in high school. So ladies, if you're interested, maybe give them a couple years, you know. But yeah, the Goats of Sweden, both 16 years old, phenomenal guys. I played their song on air in those days, really, really good. But we're going to kick it off with a couple simple questions, and they're going to go into playing some music. First off, let's get this out of the way, the name. I think the name is really cool, and most people, they're just always like, I don't want to talk about the name because the name's just, it's boring, it wasn't really creative, it wasn't a good story, just like we were just fooling around like, oh, that's a cool name. But like, what's your guys' story on how you got Goats of Sweden?
Well, it's actually not too boring of a story.
Okay.
So I was out with dinner with my dad, my grandpa, and my uncle. And my grandpa is just full of facts, just constantly just throws them out. And he was telling me that in Sweden, they have this giant wooden like Yule goat it's like tradition that like every year around Christmas time they build it, and it's just a tradition in their country. But then the people, they come in and they try to burn it. And like the government does not want them to burn the goat, but every year they try to burn the goat and they succeed. I think there's only been a handful of times that it hasn't been burned. So I just figured that Goats of Sweden would be a pretty cool name, but we've went through a couple name changes over the years.
So what names have you switched with? Did you like start with Goats of Sweden and switch over, or just switched over to Goats of Sweden?
No, we started with Delirium because, I mean, it sounds pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I got it off a Green Day song.
And then it was 1,000 Hours, and I think Aiden came up with that in middle school just because, you know, no one likes school when you're that young.
I was sitting in the library and I was like, how long are we in school, man? And I was just 1,000 Hours.
So how long have you guys been a band? How long has Goats of Sweden, how long have you guys been doing music together?
4 years.
Yeah, 6th grade, 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's been 4 years, February, whatever day Valentine's Day is, I can't remember that.
14th.
Yeah, 14th, that's the one. But, yeah, so 4 years.
All right. What would you say? I know if people have listened before, especially in those days, you guys have very much a good 90s, early 2000s, like good punk pop feel. What would you say, like some of your guys' inspirations in general as musicians? Does that have to be for the band, but just your own musical taste that inspired you to carry on your writing abilities or playing abilities?
You want to go first?
Well, I think we both really like My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, right now I'm wearing a Avenged Sevenfold shirt. Yeah.
Well, what made me to start a band and just get going as a musician and start writing, in 6th grade I went through this huge phase of just loving Green Day. I was such a fanboy, wore Green Day t-shirts, I had like 4 of them. But I went to see a Green Day concert, I came back like I'm starting a band. So we were both in band at that point, and so our old drummer, Gabe Krause, Mr. Scott had him play the drum set in band class.
No, that was Austin Krause's little brother, right? Because I went to high school with Austin Krause.
He taught him how to play drum set, and he's a very, very good drummer. But he's played drum set one day during class, and I'm like, all right, we're starting a band.
So you wanted to do a band, but was there any other influence like in your life with family, friends that like kind of pushed you or helped you get towards that direction of music? Or was it just kind of like something you just randomly wanted to do out of nowhere?
For me, definitely. Like, my parents have always been super supportive. They've been very musical. My dad was in a band in high school and college, Serotonin. But, yeah, they bought me some cheap instruments early on, and then, like, once I actually got into playing, we progressed. But
I just learned guitar, and in that band class, and kind of had an open announcement, hey, who plays guitar?
Yeah.
And of course I lied and said about
3 years.
I said like 2 or 3
years.
years. But I've probably only played for like a couple months.
So I take it you pick it up pretty well, like you got the chords down and
Yeah.
everything? Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I've tried, but for me I just got too fat of fingers. Like Parker's trying to teach me and stuff like that, and it goes, it goes south fast, especially me being left-handed and uncoordinated as crap.
Okay.
It is terrible. With the scene, I know questions I usually ask bands, and this is nice. It's gonna be different this show. Is how did you get into the scene, or how did you help the scene grow? And for you guys, most bands started in high school. Like a lot of friends I know, they kind of faded out and didn't do a whole lot because the scene wasn't really progressing. And now that the scene's progressing, have you guys felt like you've been taken under your wing by some of like the local bands or band venues that are like popping up, like Burdock House, Be Here Now, other house venues around? What's your take on that? Like, how do you guys like relate with that, or how does that make you feel?
We think the music scene is absolutely awesome and needs to exist. There needs to be a place for younger bands, older bands, everyone to come together and express themselves. But the way we got into the music scene was Creative Sanctuary back in Alexandria.
Yes.
We went there. I can't remember how I heard about it, but we went there for like 4 times or something like that. It was absolutely amazing. We love it so much. But I think what some of the bands we look up to in the music scene is obviously Old School.
Which they're in the studio, they're listening in. You got the bassist Dan and vocals and guitar Parker Pickett.
Well, those guys, I mean, they really helped us get into the scene and encouraged us to keep coming to Burdock House. And
you guys are like our little prodigies. Because you all went to lapel. You all went to the same high school, you know. What would you say? What's you guys' end goal like after high school? Like, do you want to still continue doing music, or is that going to be one of your goals to go to college for? What do you guys want to do with that?
Yeah, I mean, try to go to college, but we want to play music no matter what.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got any aspirations to get a degree in music or music related? Or do you guys even know yet?
Yeah.
So you're just sophomores.
I have an idea. I was trying to go into the music media production at Ball State. I thought that'd be fun because it has a good like general thing, and I play alto saxophone as well, so I'd like to go to continue that. So.
Okay. It's got a really good program. A guy can vouch for it. You were talking to earlier. We got Connor Johnson. He can definitely vouch for you on that. What about you, Caleb?
I mean, for me, it's just music. Yeah.
There's nothing.
I want to go to college, but I don't know exactly.
And you can always minor in music, or like even major and do a minor in something else. Like a lot of people do major in music and then do business on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like minor in business so they can like sell themselves and promote themselves. What is your guys' end goal for by the time you graduate as seniors? Is there a certain amount of music things you want to do? You want to play at more shows? Or what's your even goal for this summer, since you guys will be, be end of the year and you'll be juniors? What's your overall goal that you want to accomplish as Goats of Sweden?
Just play more shows. Doing what we're doing now.
I mean, for me, I'd like to possibly get a good group of songs, like maybe 10 songs together, and be able to have something presentable that we can give to people. And I'd definitely play more shows this summer. And this is a dream, but I would definitely like to kind of go on a tour of some sort, going into Indy and around Indy. But just
well, I mean, if you want to know, I know a lot of us know things. I got friends in Nashville and Pennsylvania that do shows, and I know people that do shows in Michigan, and can easily get you guys, Indian Old School, another band. You guys can all go play together and go on tour. Well, let's go ahead. It's getting close to 10:20 here. You guys want to go ahead and kick it off with the song for us now?
Definitely. Yeah.
All right.
So since at our last show you didn't get to hear this one, we're playing In Those Days for you.
All right.
As I look into her eyes with an unexpected gaze, she lights up like she used to in those days. In those days. How could I see it coming? It was like a day she had me hypnotized back in those days. In those days. As I look into her eyes with an unexpected gaze, she lights up like she used to win those days. In those days. How could I see it coming? It was like a day she had me hypnotized back in those days. In those days. Back in I walk past her in the hall, she makes me stumble and fall. I can't understand why I do these things for you. As I gaze your eyes with an unexpected gaze, she bats affection in those days. In those days, how could I see it coming? It was like a day she had me hypnotized. Back in those days, in those days. Back in the days when we had no worries, oh, can we go back? Back in the days when we had no worries, oh, can we go back? Back in the days when we had no worries, oh, can we go back? As I look into her eyes with an unexpected gaze, she lights up like she used to in those days. In those days, how could I see it coming? It was like a day she had me hypnotized. Back in those days, in those days.
All right, so I gotta ask, who was the song about?
Who was the song about? The person doesn't even know who the song is about. But what was funny is one of my friends was in the class about that song was about that person.
Mhm.
They were listening to the song in class and they're like, I wonder who this is about.
So do you still have a crush on this person, or is it just kind of like you guys' friendship or stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, but I don't talk to her. I mean, it's just like I wrote it in 8th grade.
Okay.
So
I
it's-
figured it was older.
yeah, it's older, and I mean like, yeah, I don't know.
One thing I want to ask. I know you guys are getting new to the music scene, but is there something that you want out of it, out of the local scene? Is there something that each of you are like wanting to strive for, or wanting to learn or get out of the local scene here in Muncie, Marion, Indy, all over the place, Anderson? You know,
Yeah.
is there something you guys want out of it?
Just to meet people, see good bands, you know, make good connections, good friends, because that's really what it's about. And we just love to share our music, what we have to say, and like listen to what other people have to say.
Yeah, encourage people to come out and see the show.